Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, welcome to the week. And this week we've got a very special guest in studio, former finance minister, president of the PDP, constitutional lawyer, and veteran stone thrower, Comrade Tendai Biti. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
So, Comrade Biti, firstly, can you tell us what's up with these coalition talks? You know, firstly, we heard you were going to be going with Mujuru, then with Changirai. Is this some kind of dating game? I mean, what's going on, Baba? Huh?
Yeah. I think dating is very appropriate. No, I think that we are trying to give our people a chance. So we have to create a new narrative. Zimbabwean politics needs a rebirth. Zimbabwean politics needs an upgrade. So we have to create things that will excite our people. And of course, the reorganization of the traditional opposition, the old, genuine MDC, I think is going to be critical. So a conversation between Morgan Changirai, Welshman Ngube, and myself, I think is going to be key. But a conversation with Joyce Mijuri is also key, because she represents the liberation movement. A conversation with Dumiso Dabengwa is also going to be very key, because he also represents the liberation movement. A conversation with Simbamakon is also going to be very key, because he is also part of the liberation movement. But most importantly, in my view, a conversation with the youth, the representative of the hashtag movement, is going to be key, because youth constitutes 69% of our people, of our population. So we need to find a language that is inclusive and form a body that is formidable as to excite our people, and also as to be sufficiently strong to liquidate the horrendous toxic regime called ZANU-PF.
Liquidate, liquidate. What? That brings me to my next question. Then, what is your take on these new youthy candidates? Because a lot of those in the opposition are saying these youthy candidates, they are splitting the vote, what. But are you in the opposition not the veterans of splitting? You split into MDC, MDCT, PDP, MDC 99.
I'm very excited by the entry of these new young people. I'm very excited by the entry of Fadzai Mahere. I'm very excited about faces such as Patson Zamara and others. I'm very excited by the possibility that Ivan Mawarire might enter into the fray. It's important that we pass the baton stick. I became an MP when I was 32 years of age, and that's very young. That's very young. So I want to pass the baton stick. I want to pass the baton stick. I want to write books. I want to teach law, because I know a lot of things about the law, by the way. So I want to be able to do that, to pass on the baton stick. We must do better than the generation of Robert Mugabe. Robert Mugabe has run away like a madman with a baton stick. We must learn to create those that will succeed us. Our biggest achievement will be to create those that will be able to carry on our legacy, the legacy of fighting injustice. So I welcome Fadzai Mahere, I welcome Ivan Mawarire, and I welcome others that I know are peeping, hesitating, including you, peeping, hesitating, peeping. Come on board and let's confront this dictatorship.
Now on to the bigger questions. I think a lot of people would want to know, who would you vote for in an election? Winky D or Soldier Love?
Winky D, without a doubt. Gaffa is bigger than this ZANU following Soldier Love.
You heard it here first.
Winky D. Gaffa kushikandafa. Maninja man.
Who won this tweet battle? Professor Jonathan Moyo tweeted, "Great archive to debunk Royal Malvin's no Concourt appearance by Advocate Mahere. Does mere appearance make one a constitutional lawyer?" To which Mahere responds, "When you have completed your law degree, you will be able to define a constitutional lawyer. Let's chat then. Have a lovely day."
No, Fadzai wins this time. Fadzai wins this time.
Now this between Rita Makarao and Lumumba. Now, this was after Rita's infamous press conference. And Lumumba tweets this, hashtag Dear Rita, remember, I know how we stole the last election together. Remember how we did it. Are you doing it again this time without me? Who won that?
I think Lumumba.
I've got a question about this one. It's a guy called Tendai Biti. Yeah, I don't know if you know him. He tweeted, with a favorite friend and true Pan-Africanist, and a photo of Mbeki. That was 25 July. 10 days before that, he had said, why doesn't President Mbeki shut his big mouth for once? Can some university give him a professorship so he can find ways of killing time?
Well, Zimbos don't know irony. They don't know tongue-in-cheek. So they basically don't understand the English language. So the picture with Mbeki, they don't understand the tongue-in-cheek in which it is being said. That's why, literature is so beautiful, because you don't say things directly.
You were being a comedian.
Of course.
Right.
It's tongue-in-cheek.
What happened to you and Morgan? Huh? I mean, you guys used to be boys. You used to be in the same chikwata. Now, you guys, you're not together. Eh? You're like P.O. Box and Bus Stop TV. We never see you together anymore. What happened? Yeah?
No. He's my father. My father died in 2000. And if my father had been alive, he would have been more or less the same age with Morgan. So he's my dad. I think you're going to be seeing more of us very soon. I can assure you that.
Good to know.
Actually, we've been seeing each other, but we just don't announce to the world. Yeah.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you as a politician, especially being yourself such a stone thrower and an outspoken comrade? The craziest thing?
Many things. I think that when Chenjerai Wunji tried to beat me up in Parliament in 2000, after I'd called the ZANU-PF MPs idiots. I want to do a lot of things. I want to write books. I want to produce music. I can't sing, but I've got an ear for music. So yeah.
Maybe you can produce my album,
Yeah. No, I want to produce Winky D first.
Oh, right. Not Soldier Love.
Not Soldier Love, right. But Bounty Lisa.
Okay. What was it like being finance minister? I mean, was it like running an airtime booth when no one is buying airtime anymore? Or was it like running a tuck shop with no tuck?
I think it was like running a nightclub, where everyone expects free beer and where there's so much noise and you, the barman, must provide. It was chaotic. I think I was set up to fail. ZANU wanted me to fail. They created a paro government where they were basically looting money and not accounting for money to the Consolidated Revenue Fund. Part of their paro loot was, of course, the diamonds, where they stole $15 billion US, and the fat man Obed Mpofu was the chief bank robber. They had all these paro funds, the police fund, Tobayom did this fund for birth certificates, Zinara, Potras, which did not account to the Consolidated Revenue Fund. But I realized from day one that I'd been set up for failure. My first entry at the Ministry of Finance, after greeting a director called Fungwa Kunaka, says, Minister, tomorrow is payday. And I say, so how much do we have to pay? He says, $30 million. So I say, so where are we going to get so I said, how much money do we have in the bank? He says, $4 million. So I say to him, so where are we going to get the $26 million? He says, we're waiting for you, sir. And I thought he was joking. He wasn't. So I knew that I had to come up with a plan, which I did, the short-term emergency recovery program. I knew I had to be tough. So the common word in my lexicon became no. So I would say no even before you open your mouth. And I think that saved me. Comrade
Tendai Biti would like to thank you for joining us here on The Week. Yeah. It's been very enlightening. And as we do here on The Week, we'd like to end by saying thank you and...
For sake.